This Trump trading strategy has a 100% win rate. Let's talk about it. What you're looking at is a record of the posts made by President Donald Trump and the S&P 500 overlaid together. So for example, you can see here in March, he announced tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and then postponed tariffs on Mexico and Canada a few days later. Then of course we had the big Liberation Day where the markets sold off big time, and then the president walked it back saying this is a great time to buy. He followed that up a few weeks later with, "You better go out and buy stocks now." He then later said, "A good day in the stock market, but there will be many more days like this." And you can see while we initially did get dips, the buyers of those dips ended up making big gains by essentially making the bet that Trump was hardballing and then walking it back in his negotiation tactic. I mean, the guy wrote a book about this like 30 years ago, The Art of the Deal or whatever, where he lays out his plan, and yet the markets continue to freak out every time he makes a post. Only after a couple days he walks it back and the market rallies again. Even this past week, we saw the China tariff threat and then walked it back on Sunday. Don't worry about China, it will all be fine. This is part of the reason I chose to get long the NASDAQ last Friday, buying the other side of that fear as markets again fell for the same trick. While the market is highly emotional in the short term, the upward trend in the financial markets still looks intact to me. You can actually see on the NASDAQ that big sell-off came right into the 50-period moving average and bounced off, now looking like we are back to potentially new highs in the next couple weeks. And if you want to get notified anytime I take trades, consider checking out our VIP group linked in my profile.